Right. Hey, welcome back. All right, guys, let's get into this. It's going to be a today's topic video. It is going to be for the 6th of May, and probably throughout the day today, I will get us also a video for the 7th, okay? But let's do the 6th right now. Voyager 2, I like this backdrop too. I kept it just one extra day. Normally, I like to change it on Monday, but I feel like we needed another day. All right, so let's take a look at whatever the message may be for the 6th. We have a King of Wands. So, and we have like this kind of griffin here, which can be a mythical creature. We got kind of a burned out environment, but then we still have this mythical creature sitting at the top of this admittedly stumpy little tree of life, but we can see that he's victorious. He is not beaten. He is not someone who's, lost opportunity or lost hope or lost the ability to do whatever it is he may wish to do. So that's super positive. We have a Two of Pentacles. If anything, we may have possibly, the King of Wands can literally be a person that we're going to be referring to in this storyline. So he could be a fire sign, does not have to be. But he does look like he's gone through problems, trials, tribulations, struggles, but he's thinking it's going to be all right. He's lost a lot. But his tree of life, it almost feels like this is a divine masculine, maybe, who's gone through the ringer. But and we have fire and smoke, and we have smoke here too. So I'm thinking that this is like, wow, I'm still standing, but barely. We got the Five of Cups. I've lost a lot. He's torn between feeling heroic and feeling miserable because the cost of this battle, it has been very great. What does that mean? He's like on the 6th, he's recognizing I have made it, but the cost of this has been very, very great. And we have a soulmate here with that Six of Cups. Or excuse me, I'm sorry, that's Six of Pentacles. That's not Six of Cups. But it could still be that he's lost, someone that he wanted to give equal to, or he's lost time. You notice that it's winter time in this scene. What was your battle? What was the deal? He went through something where he chose to like engage in obstacle, problem, argument, issues. And although he's come out on top, it was at a great cost. We have King of Swords. He did the thing that he thought was right. Now he comes out as a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Oh, the Hermit. Okay, he may have withdrawn from a Virgo, or he left somebody high and dry in order to go and do what he thought was the clinically correct thing to do. So it could be that he chose a path, and it was like, my heart isn't saying that this is the right path. My brain knows that this is the right path. I'm going to stay away from someone, or I'm going to leave someone else out in the cold. I'm going to isolate myself from them, or isolate them from me while I deal with what it is I have to deal with. All I can see is that the struggle here was either be solo or be in my ultimate 10 of Cups. And for whatever reason, the path of isolation seems to be what he chose for a very clinical reason. And now that cost him his 10 of Cups, his 6 of Pentacles, his Empress. Unless he chose... I can't say that he chose an Empress upright and then that would be solitary or a clinical decision, because his Empress is great. So I'm thinking that he sacrificed a happily ever after with an Empress, at least until this point in time. I still don't get what his struggle was. Why did you have to go into hermit mode? Why did you become the King of Swords? Okay, 7 of Swords. He said something or did something that was untrue. And then there was some kind of a lie. He chose to either go ahead and hide something. He chose to fix a problem that he alone created. He didn't want anyone knowing about it. He didn't want anyone assisting him. He didn't want, especially not his Empress, especially not his Ten of Cups person. Five of Wands. This is just him fighting in his own head. This could be a lot of different things, but I will throw out one concept here. He may have decided, I am not going to be in a relationship. I should stay single. Even if I love somebody, but I'm doing it for them, that I'm staying away from them because they don't know it. But like, I have my set of problems and I don't want them to be bothered by my set of problems. That could be real or imagined. Let me see. The only reason I say that is because the Five of Wands, him fighting himself in his mind. We have the Lover's card, which is a card of choice. He's acting like he gave this great sacrifice because he loved her, and that's why he had to stay away from her. And although he has somehow like mastered everything, he has course corrected whatever it is in his life that he decided, I need to stay away from her because of all these problems, because of this, whatever this lie was. Maybe he got himself into trouble. And he's like, I definitely don't want to drag her down with me. I made a mess of some things in my life. I lied. I stole something. I have to fix it. And I don't want to tell her what it was. It's better if she knows nothing. I mean, part of me wishes I could tell her, but I've got a bunch of battles. I got myself into a hot mess. And because I love her, it's why I will not sink her ship with me. I got to deal with, the repercussions of my own actions. And if sometime when finally the dust has settled, if then I can come back toward her, that will be my intention. But I just don't even know if I can make that promise. I could understand that being the storyline, considering the dust has settled and there's not a whole lot left. I mean, maybe he went to jail. Maybe he did something that he really got in trouble for. And it's like, I'm glad I went ahead and handled it. I'm glad I stayed away from her. I'm glad I didn't drag her into this with me. I'm glad, I know I made the right choice, but my God, at a big cost. Like, I lost a lot by maybe doing the right thing. Look, he thought he was doing an honorable thing with him being that King of Swords upright. And it's like on the 6th, he is actually, this is a heroic day. He has overcome a bunch of whatever these problems were. He set things right. He set things in balance. But he is lamenting, look at what it cost me to set it right. The only thing is, if he made a mess of things, and you do have to clean up your own messes in life. That's just how that goes, right? And good for him for not, bringing her on his, if he made a mess of stuff, don't dump it on somebody else. Fix your mess and then move on with life, But on the 6th, what does this mean? I mean, with that King of Wands being here, it says he is, rising from the ashes. But again, it's a really sad day. It could very well be, because this is her as a mermaid sitting here in sorrow. This is him sitting here in the exact same sorrow. If this is an anniversary, a day when they both think of each other, they both are thinking of what could have been and wasn't. So there is an energy of, yes, there's Five of Pentacles, the sideways. What could have been and wasn't. All the pentacles are still on the tree. Those pentacles could have been plucked, but they were left. And then the snow fell. And it's like, this is the relationship that wasn't, it never got off the ground. It never got to happen. And so it was this unrealized potential. Now, this could be 5 years gone by. Well, if you've set stuff right, why are you still sitting around doing nothing other than feeling sad that time has passed? If you've set things right, then get off your duff and go make something happen. Sorry. I'm just not big on martyrdom. You did what you had to do to set things right. Okay, now do the next thing that you need to do, which is No heartbreak, betrayal, no sitting around feeling sad. Oh, what could have been? You're still alive. Your life is organized. It's all structured. You got it all balanced. So get up and go fix the next chapter of your life. I'm sorry. I don't have any like patience for a storyline though that just lingers and we have to be super sad. Why? You're a king of wands upright. You actually did it. You fixed what you had to. You're done. You paid your dues. You did your jail time. You fixed what you had to. That's it. Get busy living the next chapter of your life. And if it means course correcting things with her, go do it. What's the holdup? Seven of Pentacles. Well, maybe it's been too long. Have you grown? Did you do what you had to do? Then maybe it's only just been long enough. Queen of Wands. Boy, I am a sassy pants in this, aren't I? We got the Eight of Pentacles sideways. It's there is the energy of like I feel like my sassy questions are perhaps tilting the scales just a little bit because it's like, well, maybe it's been too long. I mean, she's a great, oh man, she's a Queen of Wands. Like, yeah, I mean, of course, I still really want her, even after all this time. Of course, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't know, like, would this still work? Would she want to still work on this? I mean, she's a Queen of Wands. She probably has had plenty of other offers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but you notice he's getting a little bit more revved up of the maybe I should. I mean, I think I'm only putting into words the struggle that he's already facing inside himself. He's a king of wands. She's a queen of wands. He knows damn well it's the right time to move toward her because it's the first time he could have. And there's still this tree of life left, and he's got the, you know, the spark of life that he's carrying. He's still got this torch burning for her, and he can finally do something about it. I only think that, you know, he needs somebody to tell him to get up and go do what you got to do, especially on the 6th, if that's an important particular timeline for you. With that Eight of Swords being here, this is no good. You can't worry about what about her. Is she stuck? Is she thinking about me? Is what's going on with her? You only know what's going on with you. You made decisions to stay away from her. You made decisions for yourself that were right, you thought, for you without consulting her. You said you did it because you loved her. Now you can flip it around and you can do something else because you love her, which is to tell her that, or to treat her well, or to stop wondering, but what if I'm blocked? What if she doesn't want me? What if she's been really stuck on the fact that you dipped on out and kept her out of the loop while you dealt with your drama? Three of Cups. If that's the real bottom line is, but I'm afraid to find out what if she's with somebody else. Well, I mean, that might be something you're going to have to face. But the other option is you don't ever find out. I mean, if you're happier living without her and never knowing, then I guess you can take that route. But I got no sympathy for you if you can't handle finding out the truth one way or the other. Then you're making your choice. So a king doesn't usually chicken out, though, and you're a king upright, and you already made some real tough calls. So I doubt that you're that scared to do this. So I'm not sure why all the melodrama on a day where all I see is your potential. You can do anything. Four of Cups. I've got a bunch of regrets. So it's shame. Shame that now you think that you did wrong, or you wish it hadn't gone the way it did. Well, it did go that way, so there's really nothing to do to undo it other than to move on with life. We got the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Swords in the reverse. It still boils down to the I just don't know, and I'll have clarity on what I want to say because I have a lot of regrets. Well, I don't know. He seems like he's lollygagging over here. It seems like he's doing a whole lot of nothing other than finding reasons to delay. And I don't know, universe, you want to weigh in? Maybe this is good. Maybe we have the World card. The universe is like, new beginning. The universe is as grumpy about all of this as I am. Like, when are you going to start over? Like, come on. The world turns. Situations change. quit dragging heels, quit prolonging old cycles. I thought the cycle was over. Page of Wands sideways. One way or the other. Remember, they said at some point, I mean, once I get stuff worked out, I'll try to see if there's still an option to be with her, maybe depending on how long this takes and everything that goes on. And the universe is kind of like, thought you were like, oh, Page of Wandsy, whatever happened to that, right? New beginnings. Today's your new day, but now you don't know what you want to do. Then maybe your new beginning is to, admit that you don't have what it takes to move toward her. Sorry, it sounds like a big old challenge. It sounds like, what, you chicken? I don't mean it to sound like that, but we have the star upright. It looks like the universe is saying, so you somehow still think that now she's out of your league. She's too far away. Then if she's your wish fulfillment that you won't go for it, even though there's nothing holding you back now, then, I mean, I guess that's it. On the other hand, isn't the point in life to reach for a star, to reach for our goals? Isn't that why we have human emotions and why we're drawn to things and why we want certain things? And then we try to do our best to reach those goals. I mean, isn't that really the sum of what human life is all about? So if you've met somebody that you think is the person that you want, shouldn't you be reaching for that? Instead of saying, well, that's why I can't reach for it because I want it so much. Look, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, all this dramatized struggle about what they should do when they know clearly what they want to do. And I think the universe is trying really hard to cut it down to simple, so you're intimidated to reach out for her. Maybe because in your mind you had some problems, you had told some lies, you got yourself into some trouble, then you had to go fix it. But now the idea of coming back in and needing to tell her about this, needing to tell her about the things that happened that you had to go off and fix, and the regrets that you have for needing to go fix some stuff. Maybe explaining that I haven't been perfect. I made some messes and I had to go fix them. Maybe that's the thing that they don't want to have to explain. Maybe that's the reason they think she's out of their league. Well, nobody's perfect, right? But it's pretty awesome if you can mess up and then go fix it. That speaks more highly perhaps of someone who, now hey, when you make a big mess, you do go clean it up. That's well done. He might get more accolades and more respect from her for having chosen to not let her, get sunken with his ship, and the fact that he cleaned up his own mess. That could actually be way better in her eyes, but he'll never know if he's just simply making another decision without consulting her about, she's out of my league and I can't move toward her. Two of Swords, Two of Wands. We just keep seeing him debating. What do I do? I mean, it started out like there's nothing holding him back other than he's, in that Two of Pentacles, he's got stuff balanced now, but gosh, I've really lost so much with the mess I had to clean up. As long as he stays in these twos are not decisive energy, right? Two of Swords, I'm blocking it. My heart has regrets. I haven't been perfect. Two of Wands, gosh, I don't know what to do. So I guess he's just going to flounder and waste time on the 6th, even though it might be the most important day that he could ever take action. Page of Pentacles, it's definitely the day he should be reaching out. Especially because she's feeling the same, like she must be thinking heavily about him also. With the moon, the confusion of I don't know what the hell happened with that particular, king. I never understood what happened. She was in a huge amount of despair even. We saw her as the mermaid that was sitting there crying with her own 5 of Cups. Definitely the fact that he has a lot, that maybe he's course corrected and still hasn't bothered to fill her in on that. I don't think there's ever been a more important day for him to reach out, is what this is saying. 2 of Cups, when two people are still thinking about each other And particularly, they're both in the same energy of sorrow. The universe is like, Jesus, you could just reach out, right? There's really nothing blocking you. You're bonded in the 5D realm anyway. There's this energy of needing to talk. There's this energy of like, it would be so much happier. It would alleviate a lot of hurt and regret, but it is them who has to do the reaching out. And although they're so indecisive about it, it's pretty clear that at least in this storyline, they should. If ever there were an important day, it's today. So, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do because a king usually, moves forward. This particular king should definitely be moving forward. But we keep seeing, that annoying big old brain that gets in the way, right? Okay. Six of Wands. There is an energy here where she's going to have a really good day anyway. The Six of Wands could be a spectacular day. I don't know if it's only for her that it's a really good day and he's over here kind of in the clutches of indecisiveness, or if it could turn out to be a really good day if she hears from him. The Six of Wands, knowing this is a message for the 6th, and we've got a powerful day on the 6th, and she's holding this, in this case, this like award or something. She could have a really terrific day overall, whether or not she even hears from him. But it's just saying, Page of Cups. It could be that she's already going to have a good day, but it might be a particularly great day to get an apology or a message or an emotional outpouring from him. She may feel very supported on this particular day. Maybe because it is a special day for the two of them. That Two of Cups says that they are sharing energy. 6 is shared energy as well. They've both mirrored each other to a certain extent. And it's like a lot, again, a lot could be healed specifically if he reaches out at this moment in time. There's not going to be a better day for it. Even if we go back to the World card, I don't know if this day specifically on the calendar is so important, but the universe says you got to wait a whole nother year before this day comes back around. Because I usually look at the world as, 365 days. So this is kind of a one shot. You either do this today or you miss your opportunity. It's not going to hit the same. It's not going to have the same like amazing reset button. It's not going to give the same positive vibes if you dilly dally and you reach out 3 months from now. There is something important about today is the day he needs to do this. It would make a big difference. So I don't know what he's going to do, though. We still see him leaving it as we don't know. We don't know. It's heavy on his mind, but I don't think there could be any more emphasis on how important it is that he does it now. Okay, we're going to leave that there, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull a card or two for someone whose birthday would be on the 6th of May. I feel like we want this deck. All right, so for the 6th of May, we have an Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. It's a day of self-love, which is great to think about, doing on a birthday, like celebrating one's own life and how amazing it is to be alive. It's also a day where our character could feel very loved. 8 of Wands. There could be some excellent energy coming in, and this could be conversation, this could be messages, this could be phone calls, texts, all kinds of people sending the love into our character. But I also want to point out that it could be messages from the ancestors, the universe. Sometimes the universe showers us with, reminders that, we are loved and that we are important. And so that could really be coming in also on this character's birthday. And it could come from, little, like, since we see little sprouts here on the wands, it could be, I'm a gardener, so of course I get super excited when like flowers that I thought didn't make it. Like I didn't think some of my dahlias pulled through, and then they did, and they've got these nice little green tops on them. And I was so happy to see that just the other day. I was like, yay, the dahlias made it. I really didn't think they had. So, sometimes the universe shows us little signs and symbols of things sprouting in our life. And that's a gift from the universe to remind us, like, there's a lot of love in the universe. So I just wanted it to be like, there's different ways that action happens in our life that's super positive, that is evidence of, like, love and the fact that we should celebrate. And then we have this Four of Swords in the reverse, which this is looking more and more like somebody's getting over whatever their feelings of inhibition were, or if they were holding themselves back and not communicating, they may be ready to do so now. There is a flow of energy, there is a flow of communication coming in, which is really nice to see. But this really looks like someone who's got, I don't know, could be a fire sign or an air sign that is coming in with some kind of love offer. It's very supportive, it's very sweet. Page of Coins. It's not overblown. It's not an ooey gooey love message. It is something that I think will make our character feel really loved, and it might be something that they really wanted to hear from this person, and this person sure enough does reach out. But it could be like with a, if this was from a romantic person, it doesn't seem like it's coming in with this huge overture of romance, but rather, it's to say, I care about you. It could be the rekindling of something, or this could be a totally like platonic or different kind of, love, right? It could be familial love. It could be a family member. It could be, wow, it's so nice to hear from so-and-so on my birthday. But it does feel like there's messages coming in for our character on their birthday. And it's just really nice. And it maybe gets the ball rolling so that there's a comfort zone being reestablished, and there's friendship, or a new start to an old connection where there had been silence and awkwardness. Sometimes people use birthdays and special occasions and events as an opportunity to heal some rifts. And I feel like that's what we're seeing here. It just looks very welcome, and it looks very like, wow, this is nice. This is a nice way to look towards something more positive, kind of a new beginning here. All right, I'm going to leave that one here. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Nikki O. I love it. Frontin' by Farrell and Jay-Z. Nice. Annie S., good to see you. Thank you guys for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I so appreciate you. I love it, 11D8. I haven't listened to that song in forever. Ooh, you, I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you're Mary Tyler Moore, is that right? Oh, Annie S., I love that. You have a small living flower pot of your grandmother's. Oh, that's so sweet. I love the fact that you stay connected to her like that. Caitlin B., good to see you. Hi, Yvonne. Nice to see you again tonight. Oh, Nikki, oh, happy birthday to your baby girl. I love that. I hope you guys do something wonderful to celebrate together. Thank you, Irene. Lots of love to you also, honey. Hiya. Savage Pit, I'm so glad to see you again over here. That's wonderful. And you made it way earlier to this one. That was perfect. Small TV, Terry Joe. Wonderful to see you, Terry. Yes, Caitlin. Voyager 2. Hey. Oh, that's awesome. You saw Shooting Star? That's wonderful. AC. Hi, Patricia. Christine. Shout out to you in Ireland. Thank you for being here, love. April Fresh. Awesome to see you again tonight. Be yourself again. Hi. It has been a while. So good to hear from you. Cataclysmic Awakening. Nani. Great to catch you again. And Jeannie Vale. I feel bad that I didn't get to get on here and get any videos done until late tonight. But hopefully tomorrow we should have a better tempo to the day. So, all right, you guys, sweet dreams, everybody. 11D8. Thank you, Angel. You're so sweet. Thank you. All right, you guys. I love it, Nikki. 18 is that's like a whole new chapter of life starting out for your girl. That's awesome.
All right, you guys, sweet dreams. Bye for now.